Vladimir Putin is a complex character, going from a KGB agent to a real-life Bond villain. There are so many interesting things about him I could make a top 500 list, but that would just be absurd. So here are just 10 facts about him. One of the most distinct things about Putin is his walk. You'll notice he swings his left arm widely, but his right arm barely moves. For years, this baffled body language experts. It just didn't make sense for him to walk like that. What does it mean? Some speculated he suffered a stroke or genetic disorder, but a long study of his behavior concluded it's due to his KGB training. Apparently, he was taught to always keep his right arm by his side, so he could quickly access his firearm, so he can swing his left arm wildly, but his right hand is always ready for a gunfight. Several other KGB agents are still known to walk the same way. As well as being a gunslinger, he's a legit martial artist. In 2014, he became an 8th Dan black belt in Kyokushin, which is arguably the most effective style of karate. He's also a 5th Dan black belt in judo, which he's been practicing from a young age. He actually holds the title Master of Sports in judo, which in Russia is an incredibly prestigious title. He even has his own DVD teaching judo techniques. He might be the toughest politician alive, apart from Jeb Bush. He claims the North Pole is owned by Russia. He says it's Russian territory and demands the United Nations recognizes that. In fact, he's so serious about this that Russian special forces have been sent to the North Pole. When elite Russian combat troops were sent skydiving into the North Pole, other countries were worried it might be the most ambitious annexation of all time. He's claiming 500,000 square miles of Arctic land and the oil and minerals contained there. But much of that land is already claimed by other nations like Denmark, leading to yet another land dispute. He's worshipped as a living saint. There is a religious sect within Russia who see Putin as the reincarnation of Saint Paul. They believe his purpose is to defeat the Antichrist, although it's unclear who the Antichrist is. They also believe him to be the reincarnation of Vladimir the Great, who created the Kievan Rus, a federation of Slavic tribes from which both Russian and Ukrainian culture emerged. The religious sect emerged in 2007. It's just one example of the leader worship we still see in Russia. He loves Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal is a ridiculous martial arts film star, and apparently he's big in Russia. Putin recently granted him citizenship. The two men have long been friends. They met when Seagal attempted to involve Putin in what seems like a get-rich-quick scheme, which is hilarious because both men are already wealthy. They soon bonded over their mutual love of martial arts and macho personas. Putin also recently made Roy Jones Jr. a citizen, because apparently his country is stuck in 1996. He might be the world's richest man. Sergei Pugachev is a former Kremlin insider. He claims Putin is the most wealthy person alive. Putin has made sure to keep his financial status as secretive as possible, but one hedge fund manager estimates his wealth to be $200 billion. The claim is that he gradually stole his wealth while in power, and now hides it in a string of secret bank accounts. He really loves tigers. His administration has taken action against tiger poachers within Russia, and as a result of this, the number of Siberian tigers is rising. But one tiger he helped rescue caused a minor diplomatic incident. It swam across a river into China and started killing livestock, but the Chinese government didn't seem to mind. He circumvented term limits. The Russian constitution only allows each person to serve 2 consecutive terms as president. So after 2 terms, Putin resigned. He became prime minister while his friend became president. But in the next election, he once again became president, as the constitution has no limits on the actual number of terms. They just can't be consecutive. So Putin and his friends can theoretically keep doing this. He hates the English language. He thinks it's ugly, so although he can speak English well, he rarely does. He's more fond of French and German and speaks them on state visits, but he really doesn't like English. He's basically Indiana Jones. In 2011, it was reported he discovered some ancient Greek urns while diving. He brought 2 urns back from the floor of the Black Sea, and images like this were widely circulated in the media. The urns were found to be from the 6th century, but it was unclear why they were in the Black Sea. It was soon revealed as fake. The urns were placed there for him to discover. The whole thing was set up for publicity, and it worked. So that's the end of this video. If you want to support this channel, you can do so simply by leaving a like. And if you want more content from me, I have a second channel where I do different videos about different things.